All athletes rely on passion to succeed, but for boxers, the requirement for hunger and desire eclipse most other sporting marvels. While a bad cycle or a lumbering row might cause personal embarrassment, physically they're unlikely to cause much damage. But in boxing, if the heart is empty and the intent has been dimmed, the despair of defeat can be compounded with devastating injury. For Sergey Kovalev tonight, we find out if the determination is still there inside one of the most physically dominating boxers in modern history. At 34 years old, the former light heavyweight king is still reeling from 2 consecutive defeats to fierce rival Andre Ward, whose recent retirement has scuppered any hopes for some Russian redemption. Kovalev's first fight with Ward was a close and cagey affair, which many fans struggled to score. Although Ward emerged victorious, Kovalev's stock rose, leading to a rematch in June which Ward won once again, this time by stoppage. The hype of Kovalev, which once saw him touted as one of the best light heavyweights in history, was significantly cooled after the defeats, and without the opportunity of finally vanquishing the man who caused him such misery. Does Kovalev have anything left in the tank? Shabranskyy has a record of 191. Getty, his opponent tonight, Vyacheslav Shabranskyy, will certainly be hoping not. 191 across a 5-year professional career. Shabranskyy too has been put on the light heavyweight scrap heap, but he will know a win over Kovalev will reignite his career. Shabranskyy won his first 17 fights and was approaching world title contention after beating a variety of journeymen and gatekeepers, but was stopped by Sullivan Barrera last December. When a former world beater and a guy who could have been a contender meet inside the ring, one of 2 things tends to happen. The veteran former champion channels his frustration with a dominant performance, or the younger man feasts upon previous disappointment and creates a legacy for himself. Kovalev is convinced his world-class powers are still there, and that the power and ruthlessness which made him so devastating are ready to be unleashed again. "Every fight for me is very important, but not for every fight I was ready 100%, said Kovalev earlier this week. "I felt in my last boxing fight that I was ready 100%, but right now I understand that I wasn't. It's a great opportunity to get back one of my belts and I want to prove for myself who I really am." Kovalev has been backed for victory by the bookmakers. JT Shabranskyy is equally confident of causing the upset, telling the press, "I feel very motivated and I'm going to do everything in my power and with my experience to take the belt home." The bookmakers are certainly backing Kovalev to win the WBO light heavyweight title tonight, and have placed him as a massive 116 favorite, with Shabranskyy a sizable 101 underdog. Although both are powerful punchers, the 51 for the fight to go the distance may tempt some who think this could be a cagey affair. We saw last week with Carl Frampton that comeback fights after significant defeats are tough. The legs can feel a little heavier, the snap in the punches might not have the same impact. Sergey Kovalev has done some incredible things inside the boxing ring, but after the psychological battering of coming up short twice, sacking his trainer, and being discounted, will the fire return? Does the flame still burn, or will the cold Russian winter finally catch up with him? More about Sergey Kovalev reuse content.